The Roadrunner Review is brought to you by its proud sponsors. Please visit Qdoba's downtown location at 15th and Market to try some warm 3-cheese queso, tortilla soup, or burritos you can't find anywhere else. And Panorama Orthopedics and Spine Center. From sports injuries to spine injuries to total joints for arthritis, they're in your neighborhood caring for your injuries, located at 3 convenient locations: Golden, Littleton, and Thornton. Welcome back to the show, and once again, Mark Babish is here helping us out, and we bring you the journey of our volleyball team in the playoffs.
The Roadrunners entered the RMAC tournament as a 3 seed, and after defeating number 6 Western New Mexico in the first round, it was on to the quarterfinals, where we have the action. Metro taking on RMAC West Division champions Mesa State. The Runners got off to a fast start using a 9-2 run to gain control of the first set as they won 25-14. In the second set, Mesa State hopped out to a 5-point advantage. Metro would respond thanks to RMAC first team selection Bree Morley with 3 kills to put Metro up, and Anna Mapes finishes the set. Metro is up 2-0. After Mesa won the third set 28-26, we head late into the fourth set. Lisa Jones with the last of her team high 13 kills to send Metro into the RMAC finals for the second straight year.
It was a rematch of last year's tournament final between Kearney and Metro State, and we all know our Roadrunners took home the title in 2009. But back to 2010, first set, the senior Lisa Jones with the bomb, and Metro takes a 10-9 lead. But the Lopers catch fire, reeling off 5 straight points. Ariel Krolikowski pounded home 3 kills in the run to take a 15-10 lead, and they would go on to take the first set 25-21. Metro head coach Debbie Hendricks needing the team to respond in set number 2. We pick it up late in the second set, Bree Morley with the kill, and Metro is up 23-19. But a couple of attack errors allowed Kearney to tie things up at 24 apiece. Metro would regain their composure with back-to-back kills from Morley and Darcy Schwartzman, and the Runners take set 2 26-24. Metro State committed 10 attack errors in set number 3, allowing the Lopers to take that set easily by a score of 25-12. On to set 4, the other senior, Anna Mapes throws it down, and the Roadrunners are up 8-6. But Kearney was not willing to go down twice in 2 years on their home floor, and they take the set and the match for the RMAC tournament title. So the Roadrunners couldn't make it back-to-back RMAC tournament titles, but they still earned an invite to the NCAA tournament, and this is the 11th year in a row they have done so.
You know, that's right, Eric. They earned the number 6 seed in the central region of the tournament, and they took on number 3 seeded Wayne State in the first round. They had to travel up to Marshall, Minnesota for the tourney. Metro and Wayne State split the first 2 sets. Then in the third set, the Runners used another 9-2 run to take the set thanks to 4 kills by Bree Morley. It was all Metro in the fourth set as they sent the Wildcats to their 4th loss of the season. Morley had a team high 19 kills, and Metro hits the 25 win mark for the second straight season.
It was on to the semifinals of the Central Region Tournament to take on the number 1 team in the nation in Concordia, St. Paul. The Golden Bears took set 1 25-19, but Metro State came flying back to tie it after a 25-14 beatdown in set number 2. But the 3-time defending national champions were too strong, defeating the Runners 3-1, ending Metro's season for the second straight year.
Another great season for Coach Hendricks and the volleyball team, and we have to say goodbye to 2 seniors who leave their mark on this program that we'll soon not forget.
That's right, Mark. Lisa Jones and Anna Mapes have had successful careers here at Metro State. Mapes spent 2 seasons manning the middle, leading the team in hitting percentage in both of those seasons, and Jones is a 4-year starter who finished her career 4th in block assists, 5th in attack percentage, 9th in service aces, and those are just a few of the stats that we came up with. She had plenty to go off. Both had great careers as a Roadrunner.
Definitely so, and from everyone here at the Roadrunner Review, we do want to thank both players for their efforts and wish them the best going forward.
Morley also earned a spot on the All-Central Region First Team to go along with her Honorable Mention All-American Award from the AVCA. Plenty to come on the show, so grab a seat and nestle in tight. We're coming right back. The Roadrunner Review would like to thank its sponsors, Jason's Deli. Real food is fresh, higher quality, more flavorful, less processed, and naturally better tasting. Get real food at any Jason's Deli location. And the Boulder Broker Inn, a proud partner and preferred hotel for Metro State Athletics. Welcome back to the show. Our women's soccer team has had an up and down type of campaign, but they persevered and still managed to win 12 games. In the final RMAC standings, the team finished 5th, making it the first time in 8 years the Roadrunners didn't win the regular season title. That means the RMAC tournament would not be played in downtown Denver, something you and I are quite not used to.
I know, it was weird not seeing tournament soccer being held at Auraria Field, but the team had to travel up to a place they had yet to win a game in, and that is Golden, Colorado, home of the Ore Diggers. They are 0-3, and they just lost on that pitch 1 week earlier, so a tough draw for the Runners.
Metro State 7-5-1 all-time in the RMAC tournament, including 4 tournament titles, the last one coming in 2008. But it would be one and done for the Roadrunners, losing in double overtime 2-1 to the Diggers. Junior forward Aaliyah DeGeneres scored an unassisted goal to tie the game at 1, but Mines' Anna Evans scores the golden goal in the second OT to move on in the tourney and sending Metro home to see if and where they would be heading for the NCAA tournament.
Metro would get the call from the selection committee for the 9th straight time. The Runners were awarded the number 4 seed in the Central region. Their first round opponent was a familiar one in Colorado School of Mines, but this time the game was to be played at Dirks Field in Durango. This game started off like the previous 2 games as Anna Evans races through the D and puts Mines up 1-0. Metro would respond. Alita Generous flicks the ball on to Aubrey Fondy, who splits the D and ties the game at 1. This game heads into penalty kicks to decide it, both teams making the first attempt. Becca Medina hits the crossbar to give Mines the 2-1 lead. Fellow freshman Sarah Tanis makes the save on Megan Woodworth. Michael Ancaris would tie the shootout at 2 after 2 makes by both teams. Tanis comes up big, stopping Aubrey Bagley's shot. Then it was the senior Ashley Nembers who stepped up and put Metro into the next round to take on national number 3 Fort Lewis.
The Runners went 0-1-1 against the Skyhawks during the regular season, and it was deja vu for the team as they headed back to PK to try and extend their season. Both teams hit their first attempts. Skyhawks Sarah Egbaum puts FLC up 2-1 after her make, but Christine Schmelsley robs Nemmers on Metro's next attempt. But the freshmen keep Tanis coming up big with a diving stop. After Fort Lewis goes up 3-2, Fondy keeps Metro's hopes alive by finding the back of the net, but Megan Stridle converts on her PK, and the Skyhawks move on to the Central Region Final, while the Runners come up just short and will have to look on to next year. So for the second straight season, the women's soccer team season ends without a loss. Injuries have been a huge story for this team, and they seem to rein in before the season even started, to the countless minutes lost during the season itself, to the injuries that hopefully won't roll into next season.
Despite all those issues, they still made it to the NCAA tournament, which is a huge feat in itself. All right, still to come on the show, men's soccer trying to lock in one of only 2 spots available for the NCAA tournament, and cross country makes the run toward the NCAA championships. All this and more still come on the Roadrunner Review.